So a couple of weeks ago, my cousin came over to Berlin and we thought, let's have a guys' night out. Let's party at the Museum of Natural History, where we met this guy and started talking about evolution and how physically we haven't really changed that much. But our products have become so complex. They used to be so simple in the past, right? That's what we thought when we were looking at those stone knives. And he challenged me because I said, well, I could do that. And so I went out, I got 2 stones, and I started banging them together. Nothing happened. So I started hitting them even harder until it looked like I was, performing on a stage at a rock concert, but still nothing happened. I failed. I cheated. I went to Google, looked up the instructions, and found the right materials, which are obsidian and flint, by the way. And I started banging them together, and it turns out if you hit 2 stones together, they don't know which one of them is supposed to break. So one of the shrapnels landed in my leg, I pulled it out, and after I stopped crying, I tried over and over again and failed miserably, many times, until something happened during that process, and I actually got it. And the thing is, in this primordial activity, something happened in my mind, and I learned this. It's important to think with your hands. This is something I didn't really get the first time I heard it from David Kelly, when he said that it's important to experiment and build something and actually do stuff with your hands, and then reflect, and then talk about it, not the reverse, which we tend to do. I mean, we do a lot of the thinking and the telling, but less of that, and we need to think with our hands. Because, come on, if you fail to plan, you might end up cutting your leg, but if you don't, if you plan too much, you'll just buy this stuff on eBay because it's so hard to do. So activity is something that really scares most of us, right? Boo, activity is bad. And organizations really hate experimenting with culture and structure, and heck, it's even really scary to mess with your own products and services. And that's why we have project management and Gantt charts and all this stuff. And it's, that's okay, that's valid. You need to plan ahead to minimize risk and prevent failure, right? But think about it. If you look at this scene, this upcoming scene, which will come up now, can you picture a couple of cavemen sitting after their hunt in a cave going, Gronk, you now do protocol on wall. Don't wipe it away, don't worry about it. We have enough space, no one is going to see that anyway, right? So you guys are sitting in this cave right now. You're looking at these pictures, which are visualizations of my sick mind, but they're making ideas tangible, and that's what you need to do. You need to get them out there. No one's going to bite you, no one's going to eat you up. Feedback back then used to be pretty immediate. Your stone knife doesn't work, you get eaten, right? But now we have prototyping. You can visualize your ideas and get them out into the real world to get feedback. At least that's what I used to think. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I was looking at prototyping as a way to develop products. But increasingly, we at Ingosu think that prototyping is actually a way of thinking. So when we were looking, for instance, at creating low-cost variations of whiteboards, we were looking very much at the product, but at some point we realized that it's what the product does for you. So it's arranging information spatially, which we started doing in our own caverns. So we plastered all the walls with lots and lots of layers of information, and it really felt good. It felt like a big achievement, right? We were kind of thinking, okay, this is the way to do, this is what we need to do. But at one point we realized, hang on, that's what cavemen used to do. And really, we are physical beings, right? We need to use our bodies to come up with stuff. So yabba dabba doo, back we are at the Stone Ages. It's great to reflect and to think about stuff, but what we really need to do is start creating and stop collecting thoughts, because we have enough of that. If you want to get from this to that, we need to generate some action. So if you want to hear more about it, just talk to me during the break. Thanks for your attention, and enjoy the rest of the show.